about how to approach a gallery. If this is something that you say, you know, I know Sergio the hazards, but I really just want to work with the gallery. I don't want to do anything else. Fine. And there are artists who do that, you know, and they have been managing their careers that way. Always depends on the gallery. There are galleries that are more involved with the artists than others. Many galleries do represent a large number of artists as well. And, you know, every gallery is different, as I mentioned. So how to approach galleries? The reality is that, you know, every artist needs a portfolio. Your portfolio should have, you know, a body of work. A body of work is a collection of works that usually are connected in some way. Galleries specifically do like a consistency in your art. So if you're an artist who works with consistency, you know, the gallery option, you know, it could make sense for you. It could work. Galleries do like consistency because it's easier to market and manage and sell an artist who you know what he or she is doing, you know, in long term, than an artist who's changing all the time or who has, you know, 20 different bodies of work that are all different, right? That can drive a gallery totally crazy. So, but it requires a good, strong portfolio that you can show to a gallery. And also to approach a gallery is through networking and finding gallery opportunities. When Artsy did a survey last year asking galleries from around the world, you know, how did they find artists? The number one result that came right next to Instagram was through other artists. In other words, through networking. When another artist introduces you to the gallery or to the curator, or, you know, somebody who works at the gallery, or when you know, attend gallery openings on a consistent basis, you become familiar with them, you apply to shows that they have, the gallery becomes to see you, kind of get to know you by name. And when it's an opportunity, you know, perhaps there may be an open studio or a studio visit or a Zoom visit. You know, that's how a gallery often will find an artist. Most galleries don't like to be contacted and sent information. No. Some do, some don't. So you always have to do your research. If you look into approaching galleries, again, never assume that all galleries are the same. You know, to say that no galleries review artists, it's a false statement, because I know 100% sure there are galleries who review artists. There are different ways in which galleries review artists. There are galleries who you go to the website and they will say, you know, use this form. If you're an artist, put your website and your Instagram, and that's how you submit. Others might have a submission window that would say, you know, we review only in February, so send portfolios in February. There might be others who say, you know, we review through or call for artists. So if you're an artist interested in what we're doing, you know, participate or submit to one of our call for artists, because that's how we get to see your work. That's how we get to see the quality of the art, work with you, and then make decisions from there. So every gallery is different. There are galleries that you go to their website and they say, we don't review, don't contact us, please don't send us anything, because that's not how we do it. How do those galleries do it? They find artists through their network and also through social media on Instagram. And it always is interesting to me that sometimes I talk to an artist who says, you know what, Sergio, I was just offered gallery representation, or I was just offered to work with this gallery, and I didn't know this gallery had been following me on Instagram for like, you know, 3 years. I had no idea. Because galleries often, if they follow you, they're not going to be commenting, they're not going to be clicking the likes button, they're just there watching quietly, right? So again, as we talk about marketing in a minute, you know, it's really super important, even if you want to approach galleries, to make sure, you know, that you are consistent in your marketing, because they are watching. You know, Instagram has become, for all of us in the art world, galleries, curators, art consultants, advisors, interior designers, Instagram has become really our window to discover and to follow and to save artists that we like for the time when we are ready to approach them. So if you are an artist looking for a gallery, I suggest that you have also a digital portfolio. I'm going to show you, for example, how one looks like. This is one that I have. It just starts, first page is a PDF, starts with a kind of a picture of my art or yourself in the studio. It's also, I call this press kit, which is also a press kit / portfolio. Both of them are the same thing. Then the next page has my bio, so you can just put your bio there. Then your artist statement, very important if you're searching for galleries. Artist statement is essential, you must have one. galleries do like art statements, so you gotta have one. Well written, well done, not too long, not an essay, just 3 paragraphs, the most, that are well written. And then samples of your art. And then, of course, show how your art looks in a space. And this is how, for example, if you don't have really nice pictures of your artwork in a physical space, using an amazing tool like ArtPlacer that I'll show you in a minute, can help you to really create beautiful mock-ups of how your artwork looks in scale. Why you do that on a portfolio? Because anybody reviewing your portfolio can, in a second, realize, oh, that's how they are in terms of size in relation to a scale, right? Even though you have the measurements written down, there's something about a picture or a mock-up that just makes sense in your brain immediately. Then your CV, and then the contact page. And that's it, how can they contact you? And this portfolio, for example, it will have also more pages with art. I just did a sample, but ideally you might have at least 10 pictures or so. I would suggest don't put a portfolio with 30 photographs of your art. That's just too much options, too confusing. Take it, downsize it to your best work. I would say 6 to 10 pieces makes a really nice, beautiful digital portfolio. So if you are in an exhibition and you had the opportunity to talk to the curator or work with the curator, then you can offer, hey, can I send you my portfolio? If they say, yeah, well, now you have a document that you can send them that you curate with exactly what you want them to see. And of course, there you will have links to your website, to your Instagram, to everything else.